Hello, my sewing friends. Here are my December makes. I'm Jen, and this is my sewing room where I made all the things in December. So I thought I would tell you about them, give you a quick rundown. So let me start off with my oldest, McKenna. She wanted a circle skirt. She is quite the bargain hunter, and she found 2 tablecloths. So I watched a TikTok video on how to do that, and she loved it. One of the things that she loved the most is that it has pockets, side seam pockets. And she is one of those people, and has turned me into one of those people, where pockets are essential. Everything should have pockets in it. Huge win. Yay. Now everybody wants a circle skirt. For daughter number 2, Emma, who actually is McKenna's twin sister and only 1 minute younger, I had told her I would make her a dress out of some fabric. It's called Mystical Quest, I think. And it is available on fabric.com or Amazon. It's a rayon challis, and she had a specific design that she wanted me to copy. So she sent me a photo of it, and I decided I would copy it. So I used Butterick 6314 as my starting jumping off point. And this is cut front and back in one piece. And then you just have bias binding going around the neck and the armhole. Well, the dress she sent me, it wasn't like that. It was bias around the neckline, and then it split off, and there were 2 different sets of ties. There's ties that tied around your neck like a halter, and then the rest came down, and the back of this dress dipped way down. And she wanted it really, really full. So I ended up having to go in and add another panel and gather that in so it would have the fullness that she really wanted. I did put side seam pockets in, and the straps, they're adjustable, and you use the slider and the ring and the whole thing. And thank goodness for So Easy's tutorial on bralettes, because I go back to that every single time to figure out how to do this slider. I don't know why I have a mental block about that, but I do. Okay, number 3 is Mia. And for Mia, she had seen a dress that I made several Christmases ago, probably 4 or 5 Christmases ago, for my youngest. And Mia really liked it and said,
and you were like, yeah, Mom made me this. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. I love that. Yeah,
it's kind
really
of like
adorable.
a 50s style.
Yeah.
I can make you one.
Yeah, I would love
still
that.
have, that's
Please
a new
do.
look pattern.
Add it to my list.
Yeah.
Well, I pulled out the pattern and I thought, what kind of quilting cotton do I have? And so the pattern is New Look 6341. I made this view but shorter, or this view but with these sleeves. It was so easy to do, went together like a dream. It is pleated, and I think that is actually easier than gathering because you don't have to do extra stitching. One of the really beautiful things about this is that it dips down in the back. Not so low that your bra would show, but low enough to kind of give it some interest. So I made that for her, and she loved it. Huge success, another huge win. See, number 4, Jenna. Jenna had asked me some time ago if I would make her some yoga pants and a sports bra. Of course, I said yes. She picked out the fabric. I ordered the fabric and never did it. So I ended up going in and making her a muslin. And I shipped it to her because she lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm in Florida. She FaceTimed me as soon as she got it. I had intended to make them capris, but I didn't want to, for a muslin, I just cut them short. She said, I kind of like them short. So for Christmas, I made those up and I made them into shorts. And then I also did the sports bra. Now the sports bra had some problems, and I knew this was going to happen because I know that she is longer from shoulder to apex like I am. And I didn't think about it until I was putting the bottom band on it. And I thought, oh, shoot, I know I should have cut those the front longer. It's princess seamed, and so there's no really good way to fix it. So I'm going to just remake it. And the sad thing is I don't have enough of this fabric, I don't think. So I'm either gonna order more, or I can make it out of the coordinating fabric that I used for the main part of the shorts. And then I can just reuse the band and the straps from this. The sports bra is Simplicity 8560. And obviously I did the one with the straps. Great pattern. And then for the shorts, I used Simplicity 8561. And I made these. I found one of the notches that was going to work for the length. I did put the little twisty things on, which were so much fun because they're just this nice little detail. So she was thrilled, especially because these have pockets. I don't know what it is with pockets in my family, but we are stuck. So that was number 4. Number 5 is Michaela. And I have a skirt that I made from flannel last year for Christmas. And Michaela calls it my Mrs. Claus skirt. And it is made from this pattern, which is McCall's 7131. And you can clearly see that it's culottes. Well, I adapted this to make a skirt. I made it out of a window pane lyocell that I found at Joann's on clearance. And to go with it, I used some red, I think it's ITY. It was kind of soft and a little bit slinky for a t-shirt. And I think, if I am not mistaken, I think it was a Walmart offcut. And I used Simplicity 9273. And I made View C because I knew she wouldn't want the puffy sleeve. And I didn't want to make a straight sleeve, so I made this one, which has some pleats in it that give you a fold. It's just a little bit interesting, more interesting than a regular t-shirt would be. So I made that for her, and she was so happy. So that was all of the stuff that I made for everyone else. The only other things that I made were things for me. I made Vogue 8856. I made this version with these sleeves. And I made this out of some stretch velvet that I had gotten to fix another McCall's dress that I had made last year. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to do that. I'm going to start from scratch. So I cut this out of those 2 yards, and then I used the rest for things like bias binding. That turned out really great. And it ended up, because I didn't have time to make my Christmas dress, which I have all the stuff for, but I didn't have time to do it. So I went ahead and did this instead, and it worked great. In fact, I got a lot of wear out of it when I was up north, and it was cooler. The other thing I made for myself was 3 pairs of Love Notions duet trousers. I made a purple pair out of some Ponte. I made a stretch denim pair, and I also made a pair out of a non-stretch khaki twill. And what I found was that I think that pattern is drafted for a shape that is different than mine, because I did make some alterations, and if I had really worked at it, I might have been able to get them to fit perfectly. But after 3 pairs, I gave up. And I thought, this is a great pattern. You know, you can fiddle around with that a lot with trying to make pants fit, but ultimately, if a design is drafted in such a way that it's not made for your body, you're not really going to have much luck. I wouldn't call those fails. I would call those challenges, because I think I will wear the purple pair pretty often. I don't know about the stretch denim. The khakis, no, they're just too small. So those are my December makes. I'm so pleased with the way pretty much everything except for those trousers turned out. And then everything else, it just fit. It fit them. And that's huge. And to have the rest of the girls say, I want a circle skirt just like that, Mom. That's music to my ears. So that's it for December makes. If you would like to see any other of my makes videos, then check right over here for a playlist of those, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.